No one sees the first punch life throws at you. No one feels the silent crack inside your chest when the world hits harder than you expected. They only see the calm, never the chaos it took to create it. They see your strength, not the storms that forged it. Because pain doesn't wait for applause. It doesn't ask if you're ready. It just comes fast, brutal, and honest. And in that moment, you either crumble or you stand your ground and fight back. That's where it all begins. Not under bright lights, not in the cheers of the crowd, but in the silence of your own struggle, in the darkness where no one claps for your courage. That's where strength is born, in the moments no one will ever see. You ever wonder why no one checks on you when you're breaking? Why no one claps when you're holding yourself together by a thread? Why silence always seems to answer when you give your all? Because the world is not meant to see your process. It's only meant to see your result. The world celebrates your rise but forgets your climb. They love your victories but ignore your wounds. That's just how it is. And that's fine. Because this fight, it was never about them. It's about you. It's about the part of you that refuses to stay weak. The part that keeps whispering, get up, when everything else screams, give up. You see, pain is not your enemy. It's your teacher. It strips away your comfort and forces you to grow. It builds calluses on your soul. It shows you what you're made of. Every time life knocks you down, it's testing you. It's asking, do you still want it? And your answer can't come from your mouth. It has to come from your movement. Because the dark doesn't care about words. It listens to action. Every morning you wake up before the sun when your body aches from yesterday's fight. When your mind is begging for rest. That's when it counts. That's the real battle. No music, no motivation. No cameras. Just you and that voice inside your head saying, one more round. And every time you answer that voice, you build something unbreakable. People love to talk about success, but they never talk about the silence that built it. They never talk about the sleepless nights, the heartbreak, the fear, the loneliness. But that's where greatness is built. In the hours no one claps for. In the work no one thanks you for. In the pain no one understands but you. The dark is not your punishment, it's your preparation. It's where the old you dies and the new you is born. Because the truth is, most people want the light without earning the fire. They want glory without sacrifice. They want victory without the battle. But you were built differently. You've learned that the road to greatness runs through suffering. You've learned that comfort kills potential. You've learned that silence is not emptiness, it's training. Every time you rise after being broken. Every time you move forward when no one's watching. Every time you refuse to quit when quitting feels easier. You're building a version of yourself the world will one day call unstoppable. You see, people love the finish line, but they never understand the miles. They see your calm, but they don't see your chaos. They see your discipline, but not the demons you fought to earn it. And that's okay. You don't owe them your pain. You owe yourself your purpose. You don't do this for recognition. You do it because something deep inside you refuses to die quietly. Something inside you still believes even when everything outside you falls apart. That's the difference between ordinary and extraordinary. The willingness to keep going when there's no reason left but belief. Because the dark doesn't just test your strength, it tests your faith. It asks you, do you really believe in this? Even when it hurts? Even when it's hopeless? And the answer, if it's real, comes in silence. It's not shouted. It's proven. If you can survive the silence, you can survive anything. Because silence is pressure. Silence is growth. Silence is where warriors are built. You know you're evolving when you stop needing eyes on you, when you stop needing people to understand, when you stop needing the world to clap for your progress. That's when you become dangerous. Because no one can take away a fire that feeds on discipline. Motivation fades. Inspiration dies. But discipline, that's forever. That's what keeps you standing when the lights go out. That's what pushes you when the world forgets you. Every bruise, every scar, every tear that no one saw, that's proof. Proof that you didn't fold. Proof that you didn't quit. Proof that your heart was built for war. They'll say you changed. They'll say you came out of nowhere. But you'll know the truth. You didn't come out of nowhere. You came out of pain. You came out of fire. You came out of nights that broke others but built you. You came out of silence that crushed the weak but sharpened your soul. And that's why your calm scares people. Because they can feel the chaos you survived. That's the difference. You didn't avoid the dark. You mastered it. You learned to breathe under its weight. You learned to find peace inside pressure. You learned that fear doesn't mean stop, it means go. The truth is, most people fail because they need witnesses. They need someone to clap before they even finish the race. But real strength doesn't need recognition. The dark doesn't care how you feel. It only cares how you move. And every time you move forward, despite the pain, despite the fear, despite the doubt, you win. You don't find strength in comfort, you build it in chaos. So when the world doubts you, let them. When no one believes in you, believe anyway. When no one claps, keep going anyway. Because while they rest, you grind. While they doubt, you grow. While they sleep, you build. That's the beauty of it. The dark doesn't care who you were. It only cares who you're becoming. And when you accept that, when you stop running from the pain and start walking through it, you become unstoppable. They'll never see the work you did in the dark, but they'll always feel the power it gave you. Because the power built in silence speaks louder than words. It speaks through presence, through peace, through patience. That's what separates the strong from the rest. The ones who endure when no one's watching. So keep going. Keep building. Keep fighting. Even when your legs shake, even when your lungs burn, even when your heart wants to quit. Because the dark isn't there to destroy you. It's there to define you. Every storm, every setback, every heartbreak, it's shaping you for something greater. The dark isn't your enemy. It's your forge. And one day when you finally rise, when the light finds you, don't bow. Don't explain. Just breathe, because you'll know. You didn't rise to be seen. You rose because the dark couldn't hold you anymore. You didn't grow to impress the world. You grew to master yourself. That's the real victory. That's your peace. That's your power. They'll never see the hours you gave, the nights you cried, the sacrifices you made. But they will feel the energy you carry. That quiet confidence that only comes from surviving yourself. You won't need to tell your story. Your silence will tell it for you. Because the dark didn't break you, it built you. The fire didn't burn you, it refined you. And the pain didn't stop you, it awakened you. You are proof that even in the deepest darkness, something beautiful is being born. So when life hits you again, and it will, don't look for mercy. Don't wait for rescue. Just square your shoulders, take a breath, and remember, you've been here before. And every time you got back up. That's not luck. That's not fate. That's discipline. That's strength. That's you. You don't need the world to understand your journey. You don't need them to see your scars. Because you've already earned something greater, self-respect. And no applause can compete with that. So keep moving forward. Keep hitting back. Keep living in that space between chaos and calm. Because that's where warriors are made. That's where legends are born. And when the world finally calls your name, when the lights hit your face, don't smile, don't bow, just breathe. Because you'll know the truth. You didn't rise to be seen. You rose because you refused to stay down. You rose because the darkness couldn't hold you anymore. You rose because you became the fire. And that's your victory. That's your legacy. That's your power.